is gonna be how to market your restaurant to sell more chicken. Oh my God, guys! I wanted to let you know how to do so, and yeah, guys, and tell you a little story. So I went out to a restaurant to get some chicken, and yeah, guys, in case if you're wondering how to make more sales for your restaurant, if you're a restaurant owner and you kind of been stuck getting negative reviews or anything like this, I wanted to give you some tea for how you could solve the problem so this way you could sell more chicken. And of course, this is coming from me from the standpoint of just kind of going out and having food, having a little bit of chicken, me and my wife. And so this is what works if you really wanted to promote your restaurant, guys, and stand out and get more more customers to buy chicken from you. What you want to be using is systems. You want to systemize your business, and it's fairly easy. One of the ways to do that, and before I describe how, guys, is let me describe, and thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining, and hello. So hello, Ari and Myra. Thank you guys for joining. So check this out. I just went to a restaurant, and I think I just got my spark back. For the longest time, I couldn't get any customers whatsoever. I was just doing online, and what I did today, I did something different. Instead of being only doing online marketing, what I would be doing is I would go out and get food from a restaurant. It was a very good Peruvian restaurant. We went there in New York, and I go in the restaurant. We order some chicken food, and next thing you know, we we have some dessert, etc., etc. And the owner comes up and just kind of brings up the concept of, hey guys, can you leave a review, and while smiling, and then kind of let us know, and then we kind of had to figure it out on our own how to leave a review. And then I remembered, wait a second, there's an easier way to leave a review for a restaurant versus kind of asking customers to like manually type it in, because in many cases many of them won't even like are going to be too lazy, they won't even know where to click. So so this is where the idea came up to me. This is where I got this crazy idea. So I went back to the owner and I said, look, we left you a review. We've been coming down to this restaurant for many years. We absolutely love it over here, but did you know, and right before I came up to the restaurant owner, I said, but did you know that there's a way to just kind of scan this little Google review card, and it will pop up right away on the customer's phone, and you could review it right away. Did you know that? And of course, when I showed it to the restaurant owner, he was so amazed. He was like, oh my God, how is that possible? How does it know that, like, how does it work? The restaurant owner was so amazed, and it brought that restaurant owner so much smiles. And I smiled, I chuckled, I explained to him how this works, and he's like, well, where can I get this Google review card? And I said, well, right here on TikTok Shop. And I went ahead and I showed my iPhone, and I showed it to him the card, and I demonstrated how it works. And like, he was just so amazed by this whole concept. So this is when this technique helped me actually break the ice, and it introduced me to more opportunities with this business owner. Because the next thing what I did is I said, my name is Ron Wells, and I have a talent agency, luxury pet agency, and what we do, we help also business owners to get more customers, more leads, so this way they could sell more chicken. I explained to him the whole system that we have, called Freedom Fusion System. It helps business owners operationalize their business, including restaurant owners. And as you guys know, our focus is, of course, luxury pet moms over 40. But sometimes, when you see an opportunity that pops up, this is where you got to pivot. You have to pivot and learn how to pivot, because you get those opportunities in life that just come from many different things that you're going to be doing. And this was one of those. And I started talking to the restaurant owner, and I said, look, we have AI avatars that can communicate with your customers, and your system will just talk to them. They could book appointments. We could include a bunch of QR codes on a table, so customers could scan them and get rebates. like our refunds or anything like this, our discounts for your next restaurant visits, or free cheesecake, or any of that, like any of those things. I explained all of this, and I said if they scan the code, then we could also set up a bunch of nurturing email campaigns. So this way the customers are constantly being hit, and your restaurant is on top of their mind, and they're constantly getting some of those coupons, and this stuff works. I went ahead and I described it to him, and I gave an example of a video, and it just looked, he was just amazed, because I showed him some other UGC video of a restaurant, like a promotional video of a restaurant that I worked on, and I said, you get the whole package. You get the fully blown AI avatars with your own phone number, Google review, reputation, automations that make sure that will notify you if you're getting like negative reviews. You'll get notified. So this way you could do this trick, come up to a customer, smile, and hand them over that card, Google review card. So this way they could quickly go ahead and rate the restaurant to bump up your ratings. And I described all of those together, meaning the entire Flavor Fusion system and the entire spicing up the videos and promoting the restaurant, combining AI avatars, including QR code generator techniques to include it on the menus with discounts and all sorts of other things. And he was just blown away. He was like, oh my God, like I didn't know like this is possible. To me, it was just obvious, guys. It was absolutely obvious. So what is the lesson learned, guys? The lesson learned, you could possibly use the same trick right now. If you have some AI automation skills in combination with other skills like thread stacking, TikTok sniping, content generation, UGC, and business development skills, you could easily go ahead, get yourself some customers, even if it's a restaurant customer, and get to build a solution for them that includes some of the latest and the greatest reputation scanners to see if somebody left a negative review. Plus our system does many other things. It allows us to blast the restaurant owner across like 80 local sites, so everybody knows about it. The system would promote the hell out of the restaurant owner across all the socials. So this way it's constantly on top. The restaurants are on top of people's minds. And I explained that to him, but like literally he was just amazed by just a few things, like a Google review thing and the instant factor for how you could just come up and hand over the card and just scan somebody's card, and it just pops up and they leave the Google review. And that's what the restaurant owner was struggling with and wasn't getting enough customers. And I basically made the restaurant owner's day just by showing something really simple like this, guys. And like this is just a lesson for many of you guys, that if you're struggling to make any leads, because I think initially when I was 14 years old, I was making $100 an hour, and I barely spoke any English. But later in life, I lost that spark. Okay, maybe not. I think I'm still, signal is, okay, I think signal is back. So guys, anyway, so the bottom line is, when I was 14 years old, guys, I was already making $100 an hour. But later I lost that spark, and because like I turned into a digital world, I didn't really focus. I like try physical world. But today was the first time when I felt like I just gained that spark back. And all I had to do was just go and eat some chicken and smile and show how to solve a problem that is causing an restaurant owner a lot of grief in terms of not getting a lot of customers. And everything looked good in the restaurant. The restaurant had all sorts of decorations and a beautiful like atmosphere and like very good dessert. And they have a waitress and everything, like everything's good from the restaurant. And I was like, man, I could get this restaurant like probably double his earnings just with few tricks alone. And guys, like this is what you're gonna learn in this channel. You're gonna learn how to morph your physical self with a digital self, so this way you could spawn some money, guys, for other people and for yourself in the process. And of course, guys, hello. We got Hussein Ali, and we got a lot of interesting folks who are just kind of following me, trying to figure it out. Like, hey, what did Rome Wells do today? Well, guys, today I went to eat some chicken with my wife, and in the process of eating chicken, I still managed to figure out a way for how to monetize this entire trip and build a relationship. And who knows, maybe that restaurant owner said, he got my site. he said, we may need this. I'll let you know. So that was an actual lead, guys, and it was so easy. And if you guys wanted to go ahead and experiment and do the same exact thing, and go to your local restaurant, go order some chicken, and then if you see an owner kind of lingering around, right? Come up to the owner and say like, hey, you know what? I really like the food, but I don't know if you know about this, but look, I just found something cool. Like, if you have negative reviews or anything like this, and by the way, you could start off like, hey, you know what? I left you a Google review. I just wanted to say thank you for how delicious food is. That could be your breaking ice point, where you break the ice, and then you go into the pitch of how you could help the business owner uh, whip out the entire system with AI avatars and book appointment systems and spiced up UGC videos and all sorts of other things. And trust me, they're gonna be like, I bet. Now, what do you do if you are from overseas and you don't necessarily have a business owner that you could just come up to and talk to? Well, this is why, my friends, you need to be squabbling up together with my feudal army and each other over here. This is what my talent agency does. We help you get connected with one another, like American people with overseas side hustlers together, squabbling up, spawning money, guys. Because American person can go ahead and go out and like strike those relationships, and you could become like an incredible feudal hustler, creating all those automations, whipping out incredible solutions. So this is why we kind of need both, like all of us together, guys. I hope you understand. I hope you understand how powerful this is. One American person can generate so many leads, and one person from overseas can be spawning so many beautiful systems. The very same systems that I show directly in my workshops, the very same workshops that you can learn from exponentially faster, guys. The very same workshops that will guide you to discover that freedom that you've been seeking for, but just didn't have the marketing angles to kind of build your future you. So, and of course, guys, our channel is all, luxury pet related, but it doesn't necessarily stop us from diving into some other industries. And from time to time, that's what I do. Sometimes I give you guys the tea from other industries, especially when I go out, like, I don't know, eating food in restaurants, that kind of stuff. So guys, remember, right now I just described and thank you guys. Hi. So remember, guys, at the end of the day, you're gonna need help. And the only way you're gonna get that help, guys, is to be connected with one another. There are people in this world who will need your offer, guys. There are people in this world. For the longest period of my time, I thought maybe nobody needed my offer. No matter, sooner or later, you're gonna become so smart, guys, that you're gonna feel like, man, I'm so smart and I can't believe nobody needs my offer. But the truth is, guys, you never really applied psychology. You never really went to the restaurant to eat chicken and just talk to the owner and smile and tell them like, hey, go ahead and scan this Google review card, because it will open up your restaurant's Google Google review, like Google page automatically, and then customer is just gonna scan it and boom. And they love the instant factor, guys. Think about it. What was I teaching you all along, guys? What was I showing you all along? When I'm sure you guys listen to many of my TikTok shop videos that I describe the psychology behind how human brain works. What was I talking about all along? What is the top criteria that I choose for a luxury pet product? Instant. Something has to be instant. Something has to be gratifying. Something that people could see and understand. So handing out this little card and attaching it to a phone is instant. Is that instant factor. I was able to grab that pattern that I discovered in the world of research for the luxury pet brands and apply that for the restaurant industry, and boom, it was an instant hit. I was able to create that relationship on a fly while just eating chicken in a restaurant. Guys, this is the secret. The secret is, the real secret, guys, is to just go out, have fun, maybe get a cheesecake next time, but like understand those technologies, guys. Understand like how all of those pieces come to work together, because you're going to be able to jump in from one field to another field and grow more money across different fields, including restaurant fields. So if you're focusing on, let's say, luxury pet brand only, and you like really stuck and you're not like getting any customers, and you don't feel like there's any light at the end of the tunnel, then basically what you guys got to do is you got to pivot, jump into another kind of skill set, or should I say industry altogether. Pivot and try to make best of it, and it's gonna work, guys. But the thing is, like, when you're gonna do it, guys, keep something in mind. You are gonna be, sooner or later, you're gonna become so smart that your brain is just gonna dissolve, meaning like all of your ideas gonna just dissolve, meaning you're just gonna be kind of like Neo in Matrix, guys. That's basically what happened to me over time. I sort of became like that Neo in Matrix, where I could just like jump into almost any industry and create relationships on the fly, build patterns, and make it extremely mesmerizing. This is a incredible skill. People can get to it maybe within 1 or 2 years, constantly practicing. But like I believe you can get the skill just by watching this channel, guys. But it will take time for you. It will take time for you to develop it. It took me about 2 years, but once I became Neo, like from Matrix, it was over, guys. It was absolutely over. It's like it's crazy, guys, what you're gonna be able to do once you get those hybrid skills. And I mean, you could take a look at the skill, guys, on just by kind of browsing around on this channel, and you're gonna be able to quickly understand why that is. Now, remember, not a lot of people can develop, but I believe you can. You just have to follow the channel, guys. I believe you can. I think you can. You can do it. It took me a long time because I'm an old dog. But for you, as a younger person, I think you could do it, guys. It just took me forever to learn this. Me, it's too late for me to learn anything because I already can't learn anything. The only thing what I do is I just whatever I discover that works, I quickly hand it off to AI avatar, and then just make that AI avatar available for you guys. And that's the best I can do. It's already too late for me to learn, guys. And that's exactly what I always tell to everybody else whenever you guys start building your business. I always say, don't try to learn it, just use AI avatars. They're gonna be available for you guys in my community. Use them, guys. They're extremely powerful. With AI avatars, you're gonna be able to truly build your feudal kingdom. Like, there's no chance of, I already give up the whole human factor because it's just impossible to compete. So you have to kind of morph yourself together with AI avatars, guys. So what I did is I whipped out a couple of automations for you that include AI avatar that is on your iPhone, that is inside of the app, that will communicate with you and guide you throughout your journey of building your feudal kingdom. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm super excited. I'm hoping that you're gonna use this trick that I just described today to create a relationship with your next business restaurant owner and help the business restaurant owner get more customers. Because right now we're going into turbulent economic times. A lot of people don't have a lot of money, and you could be the hero for the restaurant owners, guys. For the restaurant owners, like, you'll be surprised how much they're struggling, and you also going to be surprised how much they are not aware of the fact of this whole AI world, how you could make it extremely easy for them to get more customers, get more, so this way they can sell more chicken. And guys, believe me, this is the future. Start using avatars, guys. At first, your journey is going to be tough. My journey took about 2 years. It took me about 3 weeks to discover my avatar. Once I discovered that, instant realization. This came from after I helped somebody make $4,000 in half an hour. That's how I knew what my avatar is, and it's orchestrator. So as you can see, I'm like not promoting myself. Instead, what I'm promoting is my feudal hustlers. When people say, "Hey, are you providing any coaching?" I say, "No, I don't provide any coaching." What I do is I connect you with my feudal hustlers who can provide the coaching, and with my AI avatars that will guide you throughout your entire process of building your luxury pet brand. So then after developing your avatar, once you discover your avatar, depending on who you are, whether you are executioner or orchestrator or optimizer, it truly depends. Some of you may be executioner, some of you, maybe few of you, may be like hybrid avatars. There could be like a hybrid mix between some of you. And once you find that avatar, you got to double down. It's gonna be carrying you through entire journey, even if you feel like everything is going to be a failure. Sometimes it feels like everything is a failure, but your avatar will like literally save you guys. So then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be building your luxury pet store or doing any kind of business. What you're going to be discovering is there's going to be a down cycle and like up cycle, and it's going to be like it's never going to be like, oh, everything's going up and continuously going up. No, it's going to be up and down kind of stuff. So what you really need to do is kind of need to be going through with this, like following the routines. The only way you're going to get the routines is if you have an AI avatar guiding you which routines, so this way you don't forget and you execute them. You could create a lot of relationships just by going to restaurants, eating chicken, and do exactly what I just described right here in this crazy video right here for how I did it with how I created a relationship with a restaurant owner just by me going out as a customer, eating chicken, ordering food, and just showing this instant factor of Google review card. And just that could be your breaking the ice point, and then the rest is going to be just you showing how to integrate systems for the business owner, for the restaurant owner. And of course, guys, if you want to learn what kind of systems, you could follow this channel, learn everything, and start spawning money, guys. It's getting too cold. I'm gonna head out. I'm probably gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna try to finish Halo. I don't know if you guys started watching Halo. It's absolutely bonkers. Start watching it, guys. I'm super excited for you. Myself that I managed to regain my spark back. I just needed a